What's going on, people of Facebook? How is everything going? I feel like it's been so long since I've been on a video, but hey, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, so that's what we're doing here. So what I want to talk about today, this is part 3, setting SMART goals, M-E-A-R-T, SMART goals. And for this one, we have a two-part thing what we're going to talk about. So let's jump right into it, since you guys already have a feeling of what it's going to be talking about. So just a recap, we talk about when you're setting SMART goals, you want to be specific, and that's being particular or precise and writing your goal down, finding the exact number of that goal you're trying to reach. Measurable is the second one, the M in SMART. And that is any standard of comparison or estimation or judgment. And that's just getting a strategy of the goal. That's finding out the who, what, when, where, why, and how. And also, finding out why you want to set that goal. I have my notes right here, so that's why I'm looking. Find out why you want to set that goal, and also you want to stay in your goal range. If you want to see the whole video on those, just go back on my Facebook. You'll see the videos from that. Now, for today, we want to talk about the A and the R of SMART goals. The A stands for achievable, and the R stands for realistic. Right? So, achievable. Achievable means to bring to a successful end, to carry through, or to accomplish. And really, all in all, this one means, can it be done? That's the question you want to ask yourself. Can it be done? Can the goals you want and the dreams you want to have, can those things be done? And your answer should always be yes. So I believe that you have to say in your mind that all things are possible. Anything that you desire, you can do. You can believe that you can do all things, no matter what. And also, if there is a will, there's a way. So, it's possible for it to happen for you. And the reason why I have it so short, this achievable, that's really all it is. You want to ask yourself, can you do it? And you want to quickly follow with that, yes, you can. So, that's achievable. Now, realistic is the R in it. Realistic means resembling or simulating real life. And so, this is one that kind of gets to me a little bit, because I hear it being thrown around so much whenever I might talk to someone. Well, you can't talk to everybody about your goals. I made that mistake. So whenever I would talk to a lot of people about my goals that I shouldn't be talking about it, they throw this term around. You want to be realistic. You want to have this. You want to have this in place. You want to have a safety net. You want to have a backup plan. And all that stuff. And it just irks me just because they want to be realistic with theirs. They're trying to put you in that same boat. They don't want you to hurt as much as they did, whatever the case may be. But just because they didn't go out and strive for their goals and reach them does not mean that they have to bring you down with them. See, that's a part of that phrase, hurt people hurt people. So that's just a part of that phrase. So just because somebody says that you have to be realistic with your dreams and goals, you do not want to listen to it. Yeah. Now, there's a thing that when it comes to being realistic and optimistic. Now, realistically, I think on this way. If you say you want to make $1 million a year and you're making $50,000 a year, and then you say, I want to go from $50,000 to $1 million in 1 year. I go from making $50 a year to $1 million a year in 1 year. Now, can it happen? Yes, it could possibly happen. But if you don't have a strategy to get to that point, sometimes it can be unrealistic. And you will set goals for yourself to make certain type of money. And if it doesn't happen, you're just setting yourself up for failure. I'll tell you a personal example for myself. There's one point in time, I still have this goal, but I wanted to make 5 figures within like 6 months or maybe a year, something like that. Get from where I was, which was not even over 50 grand a year, to up to 5 figures in a month. And so I didn't necessarily have a track. I didn't have a track, a plan to get me this way. It was just like this. And so I was being unrealistic because I gave myself such a small time gap, but I didn't have things in place that I knew would get me to that place. I was just working off of emotion and just excitement. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. And that's okay, but you want to have something, a strategy, a strategic plan to get you from where you are to where you want to be. Level this way instead of like this, where you have to work your way up that way. So if you want to be, that's one way of being. That's what I call being realistic. Goodness, 6 minutes. That's what I call being realistic. But optimistic means you just open to it. You're open to it. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't make it in 6 months. Let's extend that to a year. Let's extend that to 2 years. I want to still be optimistic. There's a story about the 4-minute mile. So at one point in time, it was impossible for anybody to beat them to run a mile in 4 minutes for a long period of time. Like doctors, even like medical doctors, were saying the human body cannot possibly run a 4-minute mile in this time. But it wasn't until one man set out that goal to go do it, and he ended up doing it. He made it happen. So what I'm saying is, yes, some things may seem unrealistic, but if you believe that you can do it and you give yourself enough time space, you have to be optimistic so it can come to pass. So he worked hard and finally he did it for himself. And then after that, it was even teenagers, people in high school about a year later, being able to do that, and everybody start reaching that goal one after another. So he broke the barrier for that. So when it comes to being realistic with your goals, you want to ask yourself, am I putting in enough time and work and effort to be able to reach that goal? Is it more so like this, or am I making a strategic plan? That doesn't look right. Yeah, if I'm making a strategic plan to make it look like this. So, recap. First thing, is it achievable? Can you do it? Answer should always be this. You got to believe you can do all things whatsoever, all things through Christ as well that strengthens you, and also being realistic. You want to be realistic as far as, is it timely enough, and am I going to put enough work ethic in it, and also be optimistic, saying it always can happen for you. You just need that time. So let's wrap it up with that. I'm at 8 minutes. I promise some time speeds up whenever I do this, but I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So comment, like, post, whatever, share, do whatever you got to do. If you see something on here that someone might need, or even yourself, let me know about it. I want to get some feedback on it as well. All right, so you guys have a good one. I love you all, and have a great day. Make today the greatest day of your life. It's your choice to do that. Have a good one.